Hey guys, it's Angela Silva here with VIPKID, and I am making this video to update everyone on the new hiring process in 2020. It's January 2020. Things change a lot, but there are some very, very important changes that applicants need to be aware of, especially the ones who are trying to input my referral code or have seen my other videos. You need to know these things. The most important thing you need to know is that my code is no longer the best way to get access to my resources. VIPKID changed their referral process a lot, and they've restricted the referral center. So if you use that referral code, I'm not going to be able to see your email address or track you or anything like that. But they've set up an affiliate program where they still give me access to that stuff. But that requires a different link, and there's not a code. So if you want access to me and my help, my priority, how I spend my time, goes to the people who are in that system because they're counting on me. So you need to use that link from the get-go. There's no way to add a code later on, and this is so important because a lot of people come to me when they're stuck on the mock class. They're doing fine, they get through the demo, they get to the mock class, they don't pass, and then they think, I need help. And then they try to add a code, or then they reach out for help, but it's too late at that point, and my time goes to the people who are already in my system because they've already used my code and I've already committed to them. So it's so important that you use that link from the beginning, or that you have an account, your active account is with that link. Now that being said, it doesn't take very long to get through the application and demo and back to the mock. So here is the breakdown of the hiring process as of right now. The first thing you do is fill out the basic application. This is where VIPKID makes sure you have the minimum qualifications, which is a bachelor's degree. It has to be completed. You can't just be working on it. You're going to have to show proof of that. And I recommend having that ready from the get-go. They're going to ask about your experience working with kids. This includes informal experience. A lot of people fail because they think I don't have that many years teaching in a classroom. It includes your informal experience, so include that in your years of experience. And they're going to ask if you have a teaching certificate, a TESOL certificate. I just made a video about the TESOL certificate. Now, when you watch YouTube videos, you're going to see a little icon pop up sometimes in the top corner of these videos. That little that little preview is to a relevant video. So I'm going to put one here to my new video about getting a TESOL certificate. The stronger that first application is, the higher your base rate could be. Your base rate is strongly determined by this application. So I highly recommend people get a TESOL certificate before they even apply, because it can make your application stronger. VIPKID does offer a TESOL that's part of the process. I'll get to that later. But as far as a strong basic application, you got to have that degree. You have to be in the US or Canada, a permanent resident here. You need to be able to speak English with a North American accent. If they detect any other pronunciations, they will fail you. And that's just the preference of the type of English that they want to teach. So once you fill all of that stuff in, you click submit. And when you click submit, that is it. You cannot go back and realize, oh, but I actually do have more experience. Can I add that? Or actually I do. No, you can't change it. So make sure it is right and relevant from the start. Once the application is approved, you're on to the demo/interview. It's the same thing. So many people ask me, when is my interview? They're asking me for a demo. The interview is the demo. Your demo is your interview. Same thing. One thing. There are a few different ways to complete this. The fastest, easiest way that you can do in the next 5 minutes is the SMART demo. You can do it on your phone or right there in the portal. What it consists of is going through some material quickly, taking a quick 5-question quiz on that material, and if you don't get them all right, you don't fail. And then they're going to show you one slide, and they're going to show you somebody teaching it. The purpose of this is to show you the skills. They want you to see how that person is using TPR, how they're using props, how they're repeating the word, how they're speaking slowly, okay? Then they're going to give you a new slide, not the same one as the example, but you apply those techniques to that slide. You click record, and you use TPR, props, repetition, etc. And you do need to have an educational background behind you. You record yourself doing that slide, exactly how the guy did with his own slide, right, the example, and then you submit it. That's it. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll probably hear back the next day. The other option is a live or recorded longer lesson. So I guess there's 3 options. One of them you can do live. I don't love that option because it can be, the interviewers are all like in a call center type room where they're all sitting next to each other. It can be loud, and a lot of people are really nervous going into that. It's good experience to be interacting with a live person, but it can also take longer because the interview, you have to schedule that, and you can schedule in advance. Where when people do the SMART demo, they kind of just bust it out. And I will tell you that the people who do the best are the people who rush through this process. For the people who keep scheduling out a week and rescheduling, they don't get through as quickly, and I feel like they're not as prepared because they're not really prioritizing learning it and mastering it, and you know, it's not in the forefront of their mind, I guess, if that makes sense. The people who get through quickly, and VIPKID encourages you. You have 3 days, you need to get through this, like learn these skills. So that's another reason. Doing the SMART demo just helps you get through faster, and isn't that most people's goal? To get hired and get teaching, get earning that money. The SMART demo is the fastest way, rather than the recorded long lesson, the me, myself, and I, or the recorded live interview of that lesson, okay? So you get through that demo, you hear back pretty soon, and then you get to the certification phase. This is also called the mock class. You're going to hear mock class, certification, you're at the same place. There are 2 certification options. There's lower levels, which covers level 2 and 3, but it's one class. One mock class is going to get you those certification levels. Or the upper level, which is level 4 and 5. One class gets you the upper level. I recommend starting with level 2 and 3 because it's just simple. It's going to be a lot like the SMART demo you did as far as the skills. And I've heard there are the most students in those levels. But I actually recommend to my referrals that they do both before they sign their contract, because they are all live with a VIPKID teacher who gives you live on-the-spot feedback. It's your job training. Whereas if you do the certification after you are hired, after you sign the contract, I should say, it's recorded and you don't get unlimited attempts. The mock class and certification part of the hiring process is your job training. So I tell everybody to go in expecting to learn. Even if you don't feel ready for your mock class, just do it and think of it as job training. You're just practicing. Expect to do it multiple times because you need to be prepared to get in front of that student and make that student your regular and give them a good class so that you can be a successful teacher. If you don't pass your mock class after 2 attempts, I believe it is, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, it's either 2 or 3. If you don't pass after 2 or 3, they're going to have you take a quiz over all of the material. So going through the training material, there's some modules in there, is part of the certification training as well. You'll take a quiz and then you get to keep trying on those mock classes. As I said in the beginning, if they detect your pronunciation is not native North American English, they're going to fail you at the mock class. That's really the only time I've ever seen VIPKID fail anyone at the mock class phase. Once you pass the certification, if you don't have a TESOL, you go through the VIPKID TESOL training. They say it's 10 hours. It didn't take me that long. The quizzes are a little bit difficult. There's a video I have up about that. Check the little iCard. Hopefully you already have your own independent one. I talked about the iCard earlier where you can get one for $19 using my referral link and have that to make your application stronger. Then you get to skip that and you're just uploading your new hire paperwork. This is your pictures, video, your bio, your degree, a form of ID and tax form, and then signing your contract. But you cannot sign your contract until VIPKID has approved everything you've uploaded. So you can upload it all and then try to sign your contract and you're not going to be able to sign your contract. And you're going to email me maybe and say, I can't sign my contract, it won't let me click there. This is why. It's because even though you've uploaded everything, VIPKID hasn't reviewed and verified and approved it. So you're going to upload everything and wait. They're going to email you, or you can check back in your portal and see that it's ready, it's all approved, and you can go sign your contract. I can't emphasize enough how important it is that you sign up from the very beginning with a referral teacher, because you cannot get their support halfway through the process anymore. VIPKID does have an online coaching session that you can schedule right from your portal, and I do recommend that. It's not one-on-one though. And other than that, there's really not someone that you can just email and ask questions to without there being a time and often language barrier. I have a lot of resources that I send out to my referrals, scripts, props, videos, etc., not to mention my ongoing support even as you become a teacher. So please check out that link below. I'd be really grateful if you subscribed to my YouTube channel. Subscriptions help a lot. Those are all the changes I can think of for now. If anything else comes up, I'll pin it in the comments, so the pinned comment will have most relevant information. Reach out to me at heyangelasilva@gmail.com if you have any questions. Don't forget to use my link below to apply, and then I'll be able to see your email and see where you're at and help you out. Good luck, and as always, happy teaching.